This is a beautiful verse. In this verse, Srila Prabhupada has given complete Krishna consciousness. Na etat bat adhis padam tapepsitam. Adhisa means Supreme Lord. Adhi Isa. Na means not. Tavepsitam. Tav ipsitam means desire. Tava means your. Na means not. So that this is not the desire of the Lord. Or Prabhupada's translation called willingly. What? Yan Mayaya means this material world is not willingly desiring the Lord. Tanu se bhoot sukchamam, to create this material world with bhuta means gross, sukshma means subtle elements. So the Lord, although it is not your desire, who is saying? Who is saying to whom? Khardan Muni to the Lord. The Lord appeared before him, saying that the Lord, this material world, although it is not your desire, you manifest this by Bhuta Suksham. So you manifest this creation of gross and subtle element. For what purpose? Even you are not desiring, even you are not willingly. Then it is said that for our sensual satisfaction. Some say our fancy desire to enjoy. So it is clearly stated here that the material world is not created by personal will of Supreme Lord. So the Lord was forced? No one can force the Lord. Lord is Swarata, independent. But then why is creating? He is not willing. So one thing can force the Lord, His love and causeless mercy. Because He is a Dina Bandhu, Karuna Sindhu. Because His love for living entity, even though that's not His personal will, is still He has created this whole material world. So that the living entity, those who wish to enjoy, independent of Krishna, can do so. In the spiritual world, who are the living entity who comes to this material world? See, in the spiritual world, Krishna is a center point of attraction, Sarv Akarshati Krishna. And all the jivas, they are trying to, or they are serving Krishna wholeheartedly. It's called loving devotional service. So let's say in this scenario, we are in the spiritual world. We are all serving Krishna. Everyone is serving Krishna. Prabhupada writes in the Krishna book, they are also like this material world is considered as a perverted reflection. So what we see here is all existing there in the spiritual world, but has formed perverted, distorted form. And that's a reflection. So there are also families are there, there are also transport is there, everything is there. They also go for picnic. They have their occupation. Krishna, eternal occupation is herding the cows. Gwala, Krishna says that's eternal occupation the Lord has. So the spiritual world is a real world. And everyone is trying to serve Krishna there. Millions and billions of gopis, they are all serving Krishna. Krishna is the center point of attraction. So when the jiva gets a desire, or not gets a desire, when the jiva becomes envious of Krishna, I will read some of the quotes from Prabhupada. When we become envious of Krishna, why Krishna enjoy with all the gopis, with everything? So then enviousness, enmity towards Krishna brings us to in this material world, becomes to this material world. So yesterday I was speaking to someone, so we said we become envious of Krishna, that's the reason we have come. How can we be envious of God? No, I am not. But in the core of the heart, if we see, we wish to take, or we want to take the position of Krishna. He is a center of attraction. Everyone glorifying Krishna, everyone appreciating Krishna, and enjoying everything, whatever resources, whatever thing is there. So, enviousness means the Lord actually, constitutionally, He is enjoyer. He is the only Purusha. And Mave Vanasho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhutas. The ansha of Krishna, we have some, but Madhupanda Prabhu always says we have prasadam enjoyment. We enjoy, but the prasadam. There, like mothers, Yashoda Maya, Rohini Mata, they are decorating Krishna, Balram. Even the boys, the cowherd boys, they also decorate Krishna with the different flowers, other things. They want to make Krishna and Balram is most beautiful. Their only desire of how to we can please Krishna. They don't even tinge of desire for their own satisfaction. Even while serving Krishna. When Krishna goes to the herding the cows, so their mothers, each cowherd boy's mother packed with the tiffin box, they all carry. And their desire what he is carrying so that the Krishna Balram likes. So the equation in the spiritual world, they only wish to serve Krishna. They have not a glimpse or tinge of self-enjoyment, even while serving Krishna. And also they are serving Krishna, and also they wish to serve all other part and parcel of Krishna. So Prabhupada says there is a servitor attitude, to servant attitude is existing there. Everyone, they want to become the loyal servant of Krishna. So the spiritual but the servitor attitude here is called master attitude. Boss attitude exists in this material. We want to enjoy ourselves. So when you have a servitor attitude, enviousness will never come. Irsha, enviousness comes when we want to compete with us, and so I am better than you. But in the spiritual world is I I wish to serve you, I am lower than you. That's not something, sometimes we may say, Prabhu says, Prabhu, when we say, actually we should mean Prabhu. Prabhu means, you are my master, I am your servant. So if we have to go back to the spiritual world, unless we develop real consciousness, which is there in the spiritual world, we cannot go there. Even if we go there, we fall, we feel depression there, we feel suffocated. We'll come back. They only wish to serve everyone. And Prabhupada writes one of the Purport, the gopis, they are serving Radha Krishna. So they wish to serve Radha Rani so that Radha Rani can serve Krishna. They don't want to know, I should enjoy with Krishna. They don't even that desire. They wish to serve Radha Rani so that Radha Rani can serve Krishna. Even the Manjaris, they are serving gopis, and so that gopis can serve Radha Rani can serve Krishna. So there, the mood of every living entity in the spiritual world, how I can become of servant of, Prabhupada says, dasa. One place Prabhupada says, as we become more dasa, then actually we are more elevated. In material world, we are big position, we are big boss. This means we are elevated. But actually in the spiritual, that's how we say servant leader. Now some people, what is the servant leader? Who has a complete servitor attitude, he can be the good leader, Prabhupada says. He wishes to serve every devotee, every jiva. He's not a tinge of anything he has. Okay, I will be served by someone. But sometimes, the real contact we should understand. So, if you're helping someone, if you're guiding someone, maybe a junior to you, but your attitude is always there, I want to help this jiva so that that jiva can move towards Krishna very smoothly. So that service mood is there. It's not anything, I am a senior, so I should boss over someone. No. So that kind of culturing the consciousness is important for us if we at all wish to go back to Godhead. And then only if the right consciousness, that knowledge will reveal in the heart. Like in the Bhagavad Gita, in the 9th chapter, beginning the first verse is, Idam tu te guhitamam parakshami anusuyavi. Idam means this. Tu te guhitamam. Guhitam means topmost secret. Why Krishna is saying to Arjuna? Because anusuyave. Because you are non-envious. Till we have enmity, we are not able to understand the correct transcendental knowledge. To understand Bhagavad Gita, to understand Bhagavatam is required. Projit ketav atra paramo nirmatsarana satam. Projit ketav nirmatsarana. So they're completely free, Prabhupada, right? They're 100% free from enviousness. So then jnanam, vijnanam, vijnana sahitam. Then the knowledge and realization will manifest in our heart. Then actually we can experience true bliss. What is called bliss? Till we wish to glorify ourselves, work in that direction, to become more famous, even devotees communities, to become more this thing. Till then, we cannot experience the real bliss of Krishna consciousness. Bhukti, mukti, siddhi, kami, sakliya sant, Krishna bhakta niskam, atev sant. So Arjun being completely free from anusuyava, from enviousness, that's the reason he could able to understand the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. And Krishna chosen to Arjuna for that purpose. So we see the Lord, we force Lord to create this. Not willing, Lord is not happy to create. It's extra work for the Lord. The material world is created by the Supreme Lord primarily to fulfill the desire of living entity who want to engage in sense gratification independent of Krishna. Although the Lord does not personally desire this creation, as it is not for His pleasure, He manifests the gross and subtle elements to give the conditioned soul a separate temporary world to enjoy at their own risk. Because we wish to enjoy. And the Lord is saying you can never be happy in this world. Dukhalyam asasatam. So that kind of consciousness will always lead to the frustration, depression, vacuum the heart as much as you wish to. It's like a mirage. You want to catch, nothing will have to catch because this is far away. But still the Lord is merciful. Being His part and parcel, that's the greatness, that is the causeless mercy of the Lord. He would have created and left it. No. Despite being in a miserable world created for the sense gratification, the Lord caused this mercy is shown when He appears in His personal form. So when Lord is appearing, He is trying to preach. Even then the Aujananti Mahmula Manushim Tanam is always like me only. Because we cannot understand anything. The Lord, transcendental form we cannot see. The Lord has to appear in this form which we can correlate. So special mercy, He comes for that. Or send His bona fide Prabhupada, reliable sons. So that the misguided jiva can be taken back to the spiritual world. So that's the reason we see the whole material. Everyone wants to become happy, but at the end of the day, they're not happy. It's very ironic, and people don't realize at all. They may be anyone, they may be great scientists, they may be other persons. Any amount of achievement. Other class, Amitabh Prabhu was mentioning about who they gets the Olympics medal. Afterwards, many of them get depression, frustration. They think that's the goal of my life. So similarly, if we look after sense gratification, our own this thing, the peacefulness, transcendental peace will want exist in our heart. So correction of misguided soul. Side by side with material creation, the Lord's sense is representative or come personally to convince the misguided living entities to stop rotting in this material world and return home back to Godhead. The purport emphasizes that ultimate instruction of this verse and Bhagavad Gita is give up manufactured engagement. Not this all fancy manufactured, how can I be happy? So give up manufactured engagement in the material world and surrender to Krishna for protection from all sinful reactions. So unless we have a right consciousness, we'll be creating the mess in our going back to God, that path. So the devotees, the purpose in the devotees' focus, as described in the verse, is not the material creation, but the personal form of the Lord, with the objects of his meditation and affection. So this material world, so without Krishna consciousness, everything is useless, Prabhupada says. And in true sense also, the purpose is only so that we can get corrected and go back to Godhead. So any work which we do, which is not help us to move towards Krishna, which does not help others jiva to go, to become more near to Krishna, then that work is useless. Sram evihi kevalam sunastata punsha biswaksheme katha suya. Unless you become interested about hearing about Krishna. Their love for the Lord is unparalleled. And there's a one somewhere I read in one Govardhan Leela, that book is there when we go to the Dham. So there's one place I don't know to recollect in the Govardhan. So there the demigods comes along with Brahmā, everything, they worship Krishna. And they leave it off the paraphernalia of Aarti. Later on, the cowherd boys, they found those paraphernalia, and using that they start worshipping Krishna, and the demigods hiding behind it, they are seeing. They become ashamed to them when they are worshipping the Lord, they are doing Aarti for the Lord, anything. The eyes are continuously with the love, the tears are rolling down continuously. So their love is for the Krishna is unparalleled. And unless we come to that stage of love for Krishna, that will happen only when heart is completely pure. No tinge of self-sense gratification. So that envious to Krishna in the spiritual worlds comes down here envious to all living entities. And Prabhupada's further product comes like greed, anger, other thing, they comes one after another. Prabhupada gives why we should not be envious. There's a beautiful logic, even materially Prabhupada is giving the example. If somebody is eating very nicely and I am not eating nicely, why I shall be envious? We should be satisfied that Krishna is giving him. Just like in hospital, one patient is eating very nutritious food. For another patient, physician has ordered he should not take anything. So why he should be envious? He should know that physician has prescribed him that, and I shall not eat anything. So he is prescribed to the other patient. Next fact, nutrition food. So it is a physician's desire for treatment. Similarly, we should not be disturbed by all these things. He is eating more. He is enjoying more. Nobody is enjoying more. Whatever Krishna is given, he is enjoying. That's all. Why he should be envious? So one of the lecture brothers. So one of the conversations, I forgot to bring that exit world. Somebody asked Prabhupada, why the enviousness we have a jiva? How to get into enviousness? Prabhupada said, because you are envious of a spiritual master. This is one conversations I will share in the group sometime. Because you are envious of a spiritual master. Something, how can I envious of Prabhupada? Like same thing Krishna. We want to take the position of Krishna. We want to become center of attraction. So even in the time of Prabhupada, those who became guru, whatever. Somebody small guru, somebody big guru. But they want to take position of Prabhupada. So we are envious of Prabhupada. Why only everyone serve Prabhupada? We want to enjoy whatever, surrender, whatever it is. So, Madhudosa, is there a specific way to counteract the bad quality of enviousness? Prabhupada, just chant Hare Krishna. Cleanse your mind. All dirty things will go. Because you neglect to chant attentively, regularly, therefore the dirty things remain. So when we, in Kali Yuga, we know only by chanting the holy name. Because we know our heart is dirty. Now, next question, how to clean? Unless we cleanse the heart, now someday, Prabhu, I want to stop, but somehow I am not able to stop. So the other day, Madhu Pandit Prabhupada was giving an example. The two things are stuck to each other. You paste it with a Fabicol something. So you want to take it out. So for that you require strength. You know somehow how much force in both the sides, then it will come out. But unless you have a strength, that strength will come when we hear the holy name, when chant the holy name. Then we understand what is right, what is wrong. Other we will keep thinking something is right and we'll move for become astray from the right path. So devotee must therefore be completely free from envy, especially of other devotee. To envy other devotee is a great offense, a Vaishnava parat. We should utilize our talent without being envious of others. If someone is having better talent, let him engage. We should be more happy. He is serving Krishna, my father is serving. So we should utilize our talent without being envious of others. You should do your best, but you should not be envious of others. In the material life, there is simple envy of others' progress. But in the spiritual life, one encourages another. Oh, you are doing so nice. That is Radharani. She says, oh, here is a very nice devotee. Please, Krishna, you accept him. So how you can inspire if someone is doing more, but yes, please do. You ask how you can become free from envy. Simply by chanting Hare Krishna. Lord Chaitanya has said, the heart will become cleansed of all dirty things accumulated in the heart. It is not that we have to endeavor separately to become rid of envy or any deficiencies or impurities. In this age, the chanting of Hare Krishna is recommended as the only possible method to associate with Krishna. By offenseless chanting, when we associate with Krishna through His holy name, then all inauspicious things are cleansed from the heart. So long people will remain in darkness about Krishna consciousness, this reverse thing will go on. I will find fault in you, you will find fault in me. That's all. Because the basic principle is materials, civilizations, envy. I do not like you, you do not like me, that's all. Envy is everywhere, individually, nationally, socially, family-wise. Everyone is envious. This is a material disease. Rishabdev is saying to his sons, my dear sons, you should not envy any living entity, be he moving or non-moving. Knowing that I am situated in them, you should offer respect to all of them at every moment. So Prabhupada is writing translation. So moving, non-moving, and offer respect to every living entity, every moment. In this way, you will offer respect to me. So how we can respect Krishna? By giving respect to every moment, to every jiva. Respect means due respect. So Srila Prabhupada has given everything. And Prabhupada wished that by reading, understanding, following his path, so that we can become qualified to go back to Godhead. Similarly, in our Krishna conscious movement, if we become envious, oh my God brother, oh he has become so popular, he is making so much progress, so put some impediments towards his progressive path. That is complete material. Enviousness is immediately disqualification of a Vaishnava. Immediate. He is not a human being. Prabhupada saying, Paramo nirmat saralam satam. This bhagavatam is meant for the person who is completely not envious. That is the beginning. Why a Vaishnava should be envious of anyone? Forget about a Vaishnava. So this material world Lord has to create because we have developed enviousness towards Krishna, and even sometimes become envious of our own Guru, spiritual master, who help us for going back or gives the direction, knowledge, so that we can go back. So when we are completely loyal, truthful to this knowledge which is given in the Shastras by His mercy, and that is the desire of Srila Prabhupada. And at least we know what is right, what is wrong. Others may not know. So after knowing also, if we do not follow it completely with the, at least have will to follow. At least have a desire to follow. Maybe because of conditioning we are not able to follow. But that desire to will to follow will, Krishna and Prabhupada will help us. So that one day we'll be able to follow exactly what is desired by Srila Prabhupada. So I will stop here. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki